Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome to this new tutorial. Today we're gonna look at how to make a drill beat in BandLab. Today I'm gonna make it on my laptop, but you can really do the same thing on your phone if you wanted to. We're only gonna be using audio loops, so it's going to be a perfect tutorial for beginners. Let's not wait any longer and let's make a simple drill beat. Let's do it. Let's create a new project. Here I'm gonna be using loops, so I choose the BandLab sounds. Let's go for drill. And this sample pack is pretty amazing. Let's just listen to a preview. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go for this one. What's really convenient with this one is that here you can see the name of the loop. So for every loop, you have the different stems. You can just keep the piano, the bass, the drums, the kick, etc. For example, this one is called storage. So you can use all the storage one, for example, and they're gonna work perfectly together. And if you put all the melody together, you can choose this loop. Or all the drums together. Or you can just keep the hi-hats. Let's listen to the other loop, which is called Martian. I'm gonna go with this one, the angry loop. I don't want to import the full melody. Let me just choose the stems I want to keep. Okay, let's start with the violin. This one as well, so you can just double click. Maybe the Vox. Very important, the piano sound. And basically this is the full melody, but this way it's going to be easier to structure my beat. Let's move on to the drums. I start with the kick, then the snare, the rim shot. I don't like this one, so I'm not going to use it. And we're just missing the hi-hats. Let me just change the balance, so the volumes of all my tracks, because here, as we can see, we're too loud. We're already in the red area here. By the way, I forgot one thing, and it's the bass. Alright, this sounds already better like that. Let me just organize my project, so I'm gonna have all the drums at the top of my project and the rest at the bottom. You can change the name if you want to. As we can see, it's very easy and straightforward to make a beat with this sample pack, because as we can see, everything is pretty much done for us, so quite convenient. And again, if you just start making beats, this is an easy way to learn, just to play around with the audio loop. This was the first step to import everything in BandLab. Now we're gonna move to the next step and we're gonna make a structure. Let's do it. Step 2, we're gonna make a full structure. So I'm gonna start with the melodic instruments and I'm gonna keep the drums for later. Maybe the voice and the synth, I can keep it for later. violin. This is my intro. Let's loop it, so you can drag and drop it like that. Again, I do a loop to make it longer. You can select different tracks at the same time. This is what we've got. Not bad, let's make it longer. You can zoom in and out here. Alright, so this is the main part with all the instruments, and maybe I'm gonna do a verse without the bass, for example. I can also get rid of the rim shot. Basically, it gives more room to the beat. I'm gonna make a very short beat, so here I'm already gonna make a build up and then move on to the main part with all my instruments together. For the build up, I want to get rid of the drums. Can do a copy and paste of the vocals. Or you can hold click Alt and do a copy and paste like that. Let's take the bass. And then all the drums. Again, I select everything, I hold click Alt on my keyboard, and then I can do a copy and paste like that. Here I can make a longer structure if I wanted to. I can have a second verse, another build-up, and another part with everything together. But here I want to keep it very simple and make a short beat, so I'm just gonna do an outro. And I just want to keep the instruments without the drums. Let's listen to it. This is a simple outro. This was step 2, making a very simple structure. Now let's spice it up a little bit. Let's do it. This is step 3 and we're gonna make it a bit more interesting, making some chops, adding some effects and stuff like that. First thing I can do here is to make a cut on my main loop. Again, I can zoom in. You can right click and then select slice, or use the shortcut which is S. I do another cut here and I do a copy and paste of my first part. Let's see how it sounds like. Let's change the timing. I'm just gonna shorten it. Let's see if we can make something better here. Again, I press S to slice my loops. I can play around and make some chops at other parts of my beat. Here I can also pitch it down. I want to put it an octave lower, so I put it to -12 semitone. You can also add some effects on the bass, some distortion. And of course, you can play with different effects if you want to add some reverb, for example, or a chorus. That's it for today. We looked at how to make a simple drill beat in BandLab. We used the sample pack, which is very straightforward because you have all the stems together and you can just play around with the audio loops. Of course, if you want to make it more interesting, you can just keep the drums and make your own instrumental on top of it, for example. But for this tutorial, I keep it very straightforward. I hope you liked it, and if that's the case, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I'll see you very soon for a new tutorial. Stay tuned, take care, bye bye.